Hi Libra, welcome into another general weekly reading for you. We're going to read for the week of the 13th of January to the 19th. I feel this is a very special, very important week for you, where I heard the main or one of the major messages for you before I began recording this of it's my turn to shine. It's my turn to shine. There may be something about crystals for you and gaining protective energy. Because I feel for some, to be completely honest, on a bit of a negative note, there is at least one force in the spiritual realm that is working against you, but the forces working for you to your advantage are much stronger and I want to say outweighing and combating this negativity, this unnecessary, attempt or attempts to work against you. Anyways, we do begin the week on the 13th with a full moon in Cancer. And this is going to be a time where other people's unhealed energy is taking a big highlight. You might find that you're an energy worker or maybe meant to more so step into and embrace some sort of energy work or a different kind. But energy of different kinds is a real big part of this week for us, as I am a Leo Libra if you're new to the channel. But I feel that you may as well find there's a highlighting in regards to where you still need to heal and how that's going to benefit you moving forward. This being a stage of more preparation in that way and other ways. But you will be feeling very, overspoken. You're going to be doing a lot of sharing. Spirit's going to be speaking, if I can even spit that out. Spirit will be speaking through you throughout the week. And so when you say something you don't mean to, when you overdo it in the wording department, when you start singing even. And I feel like this came up in Sagittarius's reading maybe. Anyways, the point being is it's a very spiritual week as well. And so it's a time for you to recognize when it's actually what you're meaning to say, or if it's maybe beneficial or not, or a bit of both. It feels like there are going to be several spiritual occurrences throughout the week. Now, this may shock you in regards to where or how it comes to be. Other people are experiencing this as well in your midst, and even that are connected to you or feeling drawn to the Libran energy from a distance. Well, that was a lot. Key wording. The protection card. I mean, we did speak upon that a bit with the labradorite crystal that I was holding. I just heard ring around the rosy. That may be very past oriented. I don't know what that is about for you, but there are little moments of nervousness, okay? Negative spiritual effects, bad energy otherwise in your physical reality. For some, the heavy expectation in the air, and you might be adding to that to an extent. But there's protection throughout the week that is wildly important for you to be noticing, appreciating, and manifesting more of which, reminding you that wholeheartedly you are a manifester and a co-creator with spirit, and the week highlights that for you and other people to appreciate, to honor, to notice. It's the sense of you speaking things into existence in small ways, while I feel a lot of which are in the middle, as I'm seeing a vision of the Nine of Cups, in the middle of a week period, and maybe even surrounding it, where you're gaining or seeing progression increase in regards to a wish fulfillment that you've been longing for, asking for, maybe demanding from spirit in the universe for a while now. And so whatever the sense of being, I feel this bit of a refreshing vibe about the week for us, about your energy even. You're cleaning up, you're sprucing up your looks, your energy, you're taking care of business like a master. And I also feel like it is a money-making week. Made with wealth is what I just heard. The path that you walk now and more so moving forward is meant to be more golden. I'm hearing more sparkly, colorful, all right? But with the white that I'm wearing, and I'm being drawn to other white items in my room here, I feel there's a need for clean vibes, okay? And that's gonna stem from tidying up, organizing, keeping your external reality in different situations, nice and put together and sparkling. It's going to come into play as far as cleaning up a habit or two for some. But the mystery card, I feel throughout the week there's an enhancement when it comes to mystery within and outside of you. You can hear how I'm a bit puzzled in the midst of channeling for that message. And so I feel unclear thinking is being pushed to the wayside, being removed from your reality, while there's still mystery, within your vision, within your understanding or lack thereof, which, if that makes sense. If you've been feeling, fuzzy in the mind, in, just your energy even, I feel that's dissipating due to the powerful presence of the full moon and the week as a whole. And then it's as if, as that dissipates and creates clear thinking, clear vision, you still are finding this lack of clarity that you really are wanting even more than ever. And they're saying, well, it's not a week to be gaining full clarity per se, but bits and pieces may just flow in, and I'm being shown a puzzle piece falling, down into a big puzzle. But people are looking at you in a very mysterious light, a very attractive light, maybe a bit of a spooky light due to your spirituality. There's a fascinating energy about you as well, as I feel it is a time for you to be regaining and utilizing your individual Libran strength to the advantage of yourself and others. As I also got the message before the reading of lighting the way for myself and others, okay? Lighting the way for myself and other energies for the sake of fulfillment, leadership, assistance, and simply because it's part of my destiny, whether you realize this fully or not, you know what I mean? But let's take this one for the board. With the sun here at the top of the strength card, I really feel, you may have Leo in your chart like myself, but I feel there's a sense of this again being a week for you to shine while the sun is shining down upon you. I'm now being shown a big hand holding a light right to the Libran energy. And so don't be surprised when there's spotlight attention, victory, accomplishments, being pushed into the limelight in the midst of a week that's, if we didn't say it already, very spiritual. Okay, we did with the effects and whatnot and occurrences, but you're going to be receiving a ton of synchronicities. It may feel like in certain ways the dots are connecting for you. A few important realization moments as well in the midst of this very communicative, if I could even spit that out, communicative type of period for you, where if you can't say the word perfectly, if you can't get the right wording in the moment, don't stress it. It might even be purposeful for what you're saying, what you're creating in the moment, who or what you're connecting to. There are going to be moments when you're speaking to yourself, and I feel the message coming through for you not to overthink it. You know what I mean? It's just a fleeting passing moment where, again, it's a very spiritual week, and that's one of those moments where Spirit's coming through with something. Changes are on the mind, okay? You've changed, if we didn't mention that already in this reading, but I feel it's a week where there's different changes taking a highlight outside of you as well. People's perspective in regards to the Libran energy is shifting at this time, as I'm being drawn to this card, in the word busy standing out, being bolded. They're saying focus on being productive, not busy, instead of being busy. You know what I mean? There's a huge difference, because I feel you might be without meaning to at certain points, and let's be honest, when you might be meaning to at other points, trying to fill in the space, right? Maybe for a state of avoidance, maybe in order to feel more fulfilled. But they're saying productivity is completely different than just simply filling up that space and being busy. And yeah. Anyways, let's move on to some tarot. I feel like people really want to talk to you throughout the week. There's a sense of this being because of how much you've changed, your energy, your confidence playing into it. You might be a funny soul at certain points, and that could be partially due to Spirit. They're reminding me of last week, last weekend rather, at my serving job. One of my coworkers, another server, was um, laughing at a certain point after I said something. I can't remember for the life of me what it was. And she then proceeded to say, "You were something else, Justin. You were something else." And there's sort of that energy for you. Yeah, a likable quality or likable qualities, aspects about you and your energy, your way of being. The King of Wands, I feel like someone's lack of confidence, or at least not full confidence, is taking a highlight. Maybe their lack of maturity in responsibility or a responsible way of being is being highlighted in comparison to you very much giving off this King of Wands energy. You know what I mean? Bold and passionate, responsible, mature, more balanced in comparison to other people in maybe a situation as well. But look at this. Are we noticing all the sharks in the background? Spirit's highlighting this because I feel it's a week, my friend, where you may have sharks in your midst. This could be in regards to both the spiritual realm and your physical reality. I'm getting somebody specifically at work. There are people who don't have your back. This could absolutely, once again, be negative spirits trying to work against you, like we mentioned in the beginning of this reading. Now, there's sort of a courageous way about you at certain points where they were just showing this imagery moving forward and him using that staff to guide the way to shift on forward to make this powerful presence that you have known, and maybe to as well get your voice out there. There's also, I want to say, a stern sort of creativity about you. That's a very interesting message to come through. But the Eight of Swords, let's be real and mention the fact that there are certain moments throughout this week period where you can't help but feel a bit stuck. Okay, it is a moving, accomplishing, progressive, progress-filled kind of week for you, but it does feel like it's a time where you may be holding yourself back, weighing yourself down by doing something too much or too little, right? Walking a path where improvement needs to be the name of the game, while this is naturally also going to highlight and remind you of where your control doesn't lie as far as limitations, restrictions, maybe adding to, once again, that stuck sort of energy. But they're saying there's going to be moments where you're needing to regain your strength, as I feel more of a brightness about the way you're viewing things, the way you're accomplishing, the way you're speaking, conveying yourself, or conveying this and that of importance, expressing yourself even coming into play in that sense. Yeah, the Fool card, because I really feel the week involves this fresh energy that you've been looking for, needing. There's a focus on leaping into this week and moving forward with a new outlook on life. You as well, if we look closely, it's interesting how tarot decks and oracle decks have random faces in them. I don't know if you can see that on the bag, but basically I'm getting the random message you will be seeing random faces. And people from your past may show up in your dreams vividly. I also feel, okay, there's a mermaid-like quality is now what I'm getting. Anyways, we are using the mermaid deck, but let's pull some tea leaf cards to get ready to wrap this up. Yeah, the Eight of Wands, a lot of communication, and it will feel like a week for the most part where things speed on by. And it feels like you're being somewhat fast-tracked and prepared for a happily ever after of some sort in the near future. Another wish fulfillment. Solid foundation, success with effort, a positive Tower card. And then we have the Bird card, waiting for news, package, letter. I feel somebody gaining purchases in the mail that they have previously decided to invest in. Anyways, moving on, a journey, either physical or mental, the Carriage card. And I feel the week involves both, all right? If this, what feels like a physical, successful, beneficial, protected and improving journey for you, while it's intertwined at certain points with your mental journey. There's a focus on your mind. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. Interesting. I feel like this may be more past reflecting energy. It could be in regards to future energy. But compliments from an admirer. Love this. Somebody is very much attracted to you in a storefront, is what I'm getting. The October card. I don't know what the significance is in regards to October as my packages arrive. Look at that. And the Scissors card. Disappointment in some affair. All right. And the new home, new attitude. And for some, this is more recent energy, rewinding a bit back, but it could be very much new for this week period. Okay. And for some, you're thinking about a new home and a new attitude for the near future. All right. So that is what I have for you. I hope it was truly helpful. I will see you in the next one.